Your songs are dying on hard drives, not because you're untalented, but because you're comparing reverb plugins instead of finishing songs. I know because for 25 years I was a working producer, and after my heart attack, I started asking a very uncomfortable question. You see, lying there in recovery, I couldn't do much, but I could think. And what I kept coming back to was this uncomfortable truth. There are songs sitting on hard drives the world will never hear because we're buying another reverb plugin to try on a vocal we recorded 2 years ago. We're spending 3 hours comparing 6 guitar amp simulators when what actually matters is whether the riff is any good. We're obsessing over which compressor to use while finished songs sit in folders gathering digital dust. We're not blocked by lack of talent, we're blocked by misplaced priorities. The world doesn't need more perfectly EQ'd snare drums, it needs your songs. Here's the trap, it's called shiny things syndrome. New producers fall for it every time. They think the next plugin, the next compressor, the next secret sauce will finally unlock their sound. Plugin companies make money when you keep searching. They don't make money when you finish songs, because selling you the illusion of progress is more profitable than teaching you to finish songs. But here's what they don't tell you. I've been making records for 25 years and I didn't have all these options. When I started in digital, we didn't have 47 reverb plugins to choose from. We had 2, maybe 3, and we made records anyway. But more importantly, I spent those 25 years working with bands who didn't have a lot of money, which meant they didn't have a lot of time. They couldn't afford for me to spend 3 hours auditioning kick drum samples. They needed results fast. So I learned to work with just enough EQ, just enough compression, just enough time on the guitar tone. Not because I didn't know better, but because I knew what actually mattered. And what matters is finishing the song so the world can hear it. When my health hit a wall, that philosophy became even more critical. For 6 months I had supervised physio, specialists monitoring every movement. I was weaker than I'd been in decades, and lying there I realised I'd been practicing this just enough approach for 25 years out of necessity. Now I needed to codify it, make it a system to help you finish your creations and not just leave them in a hard drive folder to wither and die. Because I came to realise time is not an endless asset and we shouldn't be wasting it on areas that offer limited benefits. I needed to know what are the only moves that actually matter, what's the 20% that shows up in the speakers. That question created the Pareto producer. It's not a new philosophy, it's a distillation of 25 years of working fast because I had to. And now I'm sharing it with you, because your songs deserve to exist. This is why I talk about the director mindset, because after 25 years of working with session players, I know exactly what a great bass line sounds like. I know what a pro drummer does. I don't need to audition 40 bass samples. I know the tone I want. I just need the tools to execute it. That's the difference. I'm not trying things. I'm directing a virtual session band based on decades of professional experience. Let me show you what this looks like. I recorded this voice memo whilst making lunch yesterday. I was in the middle of cooking, but I just had an idea for a melody. So I drop it into an app for my virtual band and just give it a style or a vibe to work with, say indie rock, moody, think Radiohead type thing. Just a few clicks and we have the first generation of a backing track. I can keep that if I want to run with it, or ditch it, tweak the description and settings and try again. Now I chuck it into my DAW and record my vocal. My session template already has my go-to chain preloaded, compression ratios I've used for 20 years, reverbs and EQs that work, and leave me with a song that already sounds about 80% finished. Done. These don't have to be perfect yet. I'm not after a perfect song or mix yet. I am jamming with my digital band the way I jammed with my human band in years gone past. That song didn't exist 10 minutes ago, now it does. And that's the difference between producers who finish music and producers who spend 5 years tweaking a snare drum. Now the world can hear it, if you want them to, or you can strip it down into its constituent parts and tweak the parts you enjoy playing, leaving the instruments that just feel like a chore to you. That's what matters. See, the templates handle the 80%, but here's what ties it all together: the Pareto producer resource room. You hit a problem. Why does my vocal sound thin? Instead of searching YouTube for 3 hours, you open the dashboard and go to vocals. And there's the most common problems everyone faces when recording and mixing their own tracks. Done. My 25 years experience organised by the question you're trying to answer. Stuck on vocals? Click here. Need drums? Click there. Ready to master? Check this out. No comparing 47 reverbs, no 3-hour rabbit holes, just here's what works, now finish the song step by step. Look, I didn't build this to sell you another course. I built it because I was tired of seeing songs die on hard drives, of seeing my friends lose their creative mojo as life got busy. If you're a musician with unfinished ideas, if your hard drive is full of half-finished tracks and you want a simple system to finally release them, this is for you. Your songs, my songs, all of us who got stuck comparing reverb plugins instead of finishing what we started. So I'm opening this to 20 founding members. You'll get templates, the resource room, and one-to-one calls with me, group Q&As, and feedback sessions on your progress while we build it all together, because you're helping shape the system. When those 20 spots are gone, the doors close. The link's below. This is for the people who are done leaving songs to die. Here's what I want you to remember. The world doesn't need more perfectly produced tracks. It needs your voice, your songs, your stories. Stop comparing reverbs. Stop chasing the elusive guitar tone. Start finishing songs, and I'll see you inside.